All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get that one more time. All right. Hey fam, what's up? Kyle Henderson here, Bama Football on YouTube. This is Transfer Portal Wednesday. Let's start with the quarterback position. Coming to you from Manhattan Beach in California. Hit the thumbs up. Run the thumbs up on this video. Let's start with the quarterback position. Again, I'm going to have a list of all the guys that have entered the transfer portal up to this point. And of course, we are talking about Seth McLaughlin, that he is entering the transfer portal as the center for Alabama. That was some news that kind of shook the world of college football and got a lot of Alabama Crimson Tide fans excited. Yo, what's up, Kyle? Kyle, recognize Kyle inside the comment box. From the thumbs up. Bama Online is currently reporting that Ty Simpson is expected to return for the 2024 season. What do you guys think about that? He said expected to. So, I mean, until it's over, you got to think that, it's not like official, but they're saying expected. I thought that was big news. You have Eli Holstein, who has entered the transfer portal. He's a quarterback at Alabama. We talked about this earlier this morning, that one of the quarterbacks had to hit the transfer portal because you can't be sandwiched between Jalen Milroe and Julian Sain, okay? So in the back, so 9 players have entered the transfer portal so far today, 9 players, okay? So we're starting at the quarterback position. Eli Holstein has hit the portal. Okay, I'm going to read through a list of guys that have gone through. I have Monkel Goodwine. I have Eli Holstein at the quarterback position. I have Terrence Ferguson. That was a big one as well. Christian Story. He's a safety. Malik Benson, wide receiver. Yeah, Seth McLaughlin, who was a center this past season. Earl Little, that was a surprising one. And then Ty Simpson is expected to stay. And then you have, Miles Ketzelman. That's another one that will add to the list as well. He's a tight end here at the University of Alabama. So let me kind of compartmentalize this from the quarterback spot, and then we'll kind of work our way down based off position. Again, this is a breaking update, and Gale Force wins here in Manhattan Beach, California. All right, so from the quarterback perspective, not too worried about Eli Holstein going into the transfer portal. Knew it was going to come with one of the quarterbacks. The biggest news is the fact that Ty Simpson is reportedly going to stay for this coming season. Love it. I love the competition. I think competition makes the room better. And why not? I mean, you saw Ty Simpson, this last season against Kentucky. I thought that's where we really saw him show what he's capable of. I really like Ty Simpson as a quarterback. I think a lot of people did, right behind Jalen Milroe. And when you're the backup quarterback, you're always one play away from being the guy. So that's on Ty Simpson. I think Eli Holstein, we knew that he was going to be hitting the transfer portal. So the quarterback room, to recap, and then you have Tyler Buckner as well. So let's go over the quarterbacks real fast. You have Jalen Milroe, you have Ty Simpson, you have Dylan Lonergan, and you have Julian Sain. In my opinion, that is a fantastic quarterback room. Fantastic, 100%. The guys leaving out Tyler Buckner, and then today Eli Holstein. Other offensive players to hit the transfer portal today. You have Seth McLaughlin, who everybody was excited about hitting the transfer portal. He's going, and he said that he's already heard from 5 SEC schools, which is crazy to think about. You also have Terrence Ferguson. I thought that he would be the center at Alabama this next season, to be honest. Really, that's kind of one of the biggest shockers today. Some of these other guys on the list that I'm reading, nothing too crazy, but Terrence Ferguson, I thought he'd have a chance to start. Remember, Coach Saban said he was a starter at the beginning of the season. You also have, on the offensive side, Seth, we talked about that. Someone inside the comment box said that there was 30 bad snaps this season overall. 30 bad snaps, if you can believe that. Also on the offensive side, hitting the portal today. Hearing from 5 schools. I was like, what, really? Which 5 schools? Offensive side, you have Malik Benson hitting the transfer portal, wide receiver. In my opinion, look, I don't know the guy, but he kind of had a case of the drops. I don't know. It sounded like they maybe went to him 5-10 different times this season, and he had like 2 or 3 drops. So he's moving on. He was a transfer from the junior college that I thought we were good, kind of label him with Tyler Harrell. He came in and thought he was going to do something, just didn't get the job done here at Alabama. Plus, you got Alabama's wide receivers coming back that are big-time ballers. We've talked about those guys before. On the defensive side today, you have Monkel Goodwine hitting the transfer portal. Kind of shocked by that, to be honest. I mean, I just heard from Coach Roach talking about Goodwine. Big interior body, but then again, you have Tim Keenan coming back, Tim Smith, so that was, and then you add LT Overton to the mix on your defensive line. On the defensive side as well, you have, this one is shocking, Earl Little Jr. I thought that, he would have a good chance to be able to play for Alabama at that maybe star position. So maybe that kind of gives us an indicator about Malachi Moore. Again, we haven't heard about Malachi Moore, if he's going to come back or not, regarding Alabama's star position player. Reading through a couple other names. At the safety position, you have Christian Story. Christian Story at the safety spot has entered the transfer portal. He was one of the top players in Alabama. Father was a coach, and a very decorated player coming out of high school. What's up, Sarah? I see you inside the comment box. That is hitting the transfer portal today. So 9 guys have hit the transfer portal on Transfer Portal Wednesday. All these guys are waiting, I guess, in kind of a sense, like, they at least waited for the season to actually be completed. Now, these guys have 5 days from their final bowl game to hit the transfer portal. So that's what we're seeing today, is kind of the fallout, the aftermath following Alabama players hitting the transfer portal. So one more time, if you're just joining us, guys that have hit the transfer portal, Holman Wiggins, transfer portal, and he's going to Texas A&M. He's Alabama's wide receivers coach. And we haven't heard anything official on Terran Arnold. I think the next round said that he's going to talk with Saban within these next 30 minutes. So maybe we find out more on Terran Arnold. But the guys that are actually in the transfer portal as of yesterday, Holman Wiggins, wide receivers coach. You have yesterday. I'll start with today. You have Eli Holsting at quarterback. You have Seth McLaughlin at the center position. You have Terrence Ferguson also at the center position. So I guess that means that James Brockemeyer is likely to start at center for Alabama this next season. You also had Shaz Preston injured yesterday, wide receiver. You have Malik Benson hit the same at the wide receiver position as well. On the defensive side, you have Monkel Goodwine. You have Christian Story, and you have Earl Little. Those are the guys that have hit from the defensive spot. Let me know what you guys think about the transfer portal thus far. Look, it's Transfer Portal Wednesday. So far, 9 guys, 10 if you add Shaz Preston yesterday, and then if you add Holman Wiggins, that's 11 guys that will be leaving Alabama's roster from this past season, going onto the transfer portal. Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. I think before I break out, the biggest ones, Seth leaving. I think he had to go. We all knew that was coming. I think Terrence is, I think that's a loss, to be honest. I think that is a loss. And then I think Holman Wiggins, and we're still waiting on announcements from other guys. We all knew that Dallas Turner was going to leave. I mean, it was just kind of a matter of time for Alabama's outside edge rusher, super talented, to go to the NFL. So I'm not shocked by that. So hit the thumbs up, run the thumbs up. I'll put a list of the players that are hitting the transfer portal up until this point inside the comment box, and I'm sure I'll probably be back later on with more news regarding the Alabama transfer portal. So coming to you from Manhattan Beach, California, Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Run the thumbs up. I appreciate you guys being here.